Simon Rimmer left red-faced after swearing live on Sunday Brunch. Tim Lovejoy steps in to save the day. Things took an unexpected, and rather awkward, turn during Sunday's Sunday Brunch, November 24, when Simon Rimmer found himself in hot water after swearing live on air while interviewing a celebrity guest. It's safe to say, the moment definitely caught the audience off guard, and, well, Simon himself wasn't exactly prepared for the aftermath. The popular Channel 4 morning show was back with its usual mix of celebrity interviews, delicious food, and random moments of chaos, with hosts Simon Rimmer and Tim Lovejoy at the helm. The show was in full swing, with one of their guests, Brianna Tiesi from the hit U.S. reality show Selling Sunset, chatting about the drama and high heels of her glamorous life in the world of real estate. But what started as a typical celebrity interview quickly took a left turn when Simon asked a question that left everyone, including Tim, staring in shock. While grilling Brianna about the behind-the-scenes antics on Selling Sunset, Simon wanted to know if the cast ever put on a fake smile and secretly trashed each other. In his excitement to dig into the drama, Simon phrased his question a little too bluntly, "Do you actually want to go behind the looks and say, 'Oh yeah, she looks gorgeous,' when you're really going, bh?" That word, slipped out of Simon's mouth before anyone could stop it. Tim, who looked slightly taken aback, wasn't quite sure how to handle the situation and quickly tried to regain control. "What sort of language is that, Simon?" Tim asked, his voice dripping with confusion. "That's a swear word," he added, giving the camera an apologetic look. "I apologize to any viewers there," he quickly followed up, as Simon, equally flustered, tried to recover from his on-air slip-up. For a moment, the show felt like it was spiraling off the rails, and Simon's face said it all. He knew he'd just made an oopsie of epic proportions, but the real question was, would they be able to recover? Spoiler alert, they did, eventually. But while the show carried on, viewers at home were quick to jump on social media to share their reactions. Fans flooded X, formerly Twitter, to express their shock and amusement. One fan tweeted, "Seeing the word BH curl out of Simon's mouth has made me feel very strange things." Another chimed in, "I honestly can't believe Simon just said that live on air. I am dying." Let's be real, Simon, nobody was ready for that exclamation mark. However, Simon's slip-up wasn't the first time Sunday Brunch has witnessed some unscripted swearing. In fact, it seems like the Channel 4 show might have a bit of a reputation for the occasional lapse in language. Back in July, things got a little out of hand when musician Jim Sturgis, also known as King Curious, made a similar mistake. While discussing the difficulties of naming his solo album, Jim started off talking about his creative process, explaining how he scribbled down ideas in his notebook. He then casually dropped a line that seemed a bit too spicy for morning television. "I was trying to find a name, so I came across this kind of, just a sentence that I'd written down, that said I have no idea how this is going to play out but I am so effing." At this point, Tim and Simon sprang into action. As Jim's words lingered in the air, the hosts simultaneously began shouting "woo whoa whoa" in perfect harmony, attempting to drown out the profanity like they were a synchronized cheerleading squad. It was an oddly hilarious moment, pure Sunday Brunch chaos. Unfortunately for Tim and Simon, no one was buying their attempt to mask the word, and the moment quickly became the talk of Twitter. Both of these instances prove that while Sunday Brunch might be known for its fun-filled, laid-back vibe, there's also a fair share of unscripted chaos. Between Simon's accidental slip of the tongue and Jim Sturgis's impromptu swearing session, it seems like the show's hosts are no strangers to the occasional unfiltered moment. Luckily, fans were quick to show their support for Simon, with some even jokingly suggesting that they should start a Sunday Brunch drinking game based on when the show might inadvertently drop an F-bomb or an unexpected swear word. One fan even joked, "Next week on Sunday Brunch, Tim and Simon will have a swear jar and all proceeds go to charity." I'd pay to watch that. Honestly, we'd watch too. As for Simon, his apology came swiftly, but it was clear he was a bit embarrassed by the whole thing. Hopefully, this is one of those moments that will be forgotten, until, of course, the next time Sunday Brunch has an unscripted slip of the tongue, because we all know that'll happen sooner or later. But for now, let's give Simon a pass. After all, who hasn't accidentally said something a little too honest in the heat of the moment? In the end, the show carried on with minimal damage, and no one seemed to be holding a grudge, except maybe the producers, who are likely still recovering from the heart attack they had when Simon let that word slip. We'll just have to wait and see what Sunday Brunch has in store for us next week. Fingers crossed for less swearing. But let's be real, Sunday brunch wouldn't be the same without the chaos.